Very good morning to you. This is our Wednesday morning Freestyle Fitness Yoga session. So those of you that are joining me on Zoom, very welcome. And if you're watching later on YouTube, you're welcome too. I'm just going to start some music going. We're going to start with a gentle breathing exercises just to get ourselves just into the relaxation part of the yoga session. So with me, if I start the music, so let's just start off with a couple of deep breaths. So I want you to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. You might find it good just to close your eyes. Listen to the sound of your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Let your arms relax down, hanging loosely from the shoulders as you breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, lift your head as if you're looking up. And as you breathe out, bow your head down as if you're looking down. So let's breathe in and look up. And breathe out and look down. Now as you breathe in and look up, I want you to roll your shoulders back and lift your head and look up. And then as you breathe out, roll your shoulders forwards and bring your head down again. Let's do that a couple more times. Breathe in, roll your shoulders back and look up. Breathe out. Roll your shoulders forwards and look down, your shoulders forwards. So again, same thing as you breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. We're going to do that one more time. Breathe in. Look up, right up nice and high, looking up to the ceiling. Long deep breath out as you roll your shoulders forwards and look down. Fantastic. Just hold that position with your head bowed down in front, facing towards the floor. Let your shoulders relax. Take a couple of breaths. And bring your head back up to neutral. If you've got your eyes closed, you can open your eyes. Keep breathing gently as we do a little bit more vigorous warming up just to get the joints moving, the shoulders and the legs. So we'll start off with a little bit of more of a shoulder roll, but just continuously rolling round in the same way we did before, but continuously going round and round. Remember to breathe gently in and out through your nose. Let's roll the shoulders back the other way. Fantastic. Now letting your arms hang down the side of your body, a little twist round, side to side. Gentle at first. Small moves to start with. And we'll gradually increase the range, turning your body through bigger and bigger angles as we warm up. Think about turning your head, looking over your shoulder, letting your arms hang down loosely. Fantastic. A few more seconds. Excellent. And relax those arms. We're going to take the right arm, we're going to do some big circles around. Don't go fast, just let it go, relaxed and looping round in a big circle. Fantastic. Let's try that figure of 8 on that right arm, looping round like a figure of 8 on its side. Fantastic. Let's go to the other arm. So your left arm or the other one, whichever one you didn't do last time, just roll it around in a big circle. Fantastic. And the figure of 8. Looping it round, loosening up. Fantastic. Now just stand with your feet slightly apart. Take your hands in the air, and I want you to just reach over to one side, stretching out, pushing those hands out towards that side wall. Let's do the other side, across, and reach out. Try and keep your head looking forwards. Upper arm should be over the top of your head, reaching out. Let's go to the other side again, and very good. One more time over to the other side. Hand to the middle and bring your arms down. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. And I want you to push up onto your toes and just stand on your tippy toes. My balance doesn't seem to be improving, does it? Okay, but let's just try and hold it there onto your toes and just take a couple of breaths. Now I want you to raise your hands up. As you ground down your heels onto the floor, take your hands back behind you and then stretch up again onto your toes. And again, swing your arms back and up. Oh, I'm really unbalanced today. What's wrong with me? Okay, and one more time. Back, stretch back and up. And then let your heels drop to the floor and bring your arms down. Fantastic. Have a little shake out. Cool, very good. So we're going to do one of our regular sequences now. We've done this before. We're just going to do some breathing, some arms. We are going to do forward fold, but not straight away. So you've got that to look forward to. But we'll just start off with a deep breath in. And as we breathe in, we're going to raise those arms up overhead. So with me. Breathe in, arms up. Take a deep breath in and out here. Just holding this position nice and strong. Now breathe in, and then as you exhale, just bend the knees slightly into our chair pose. Little slight bend of the knees, keep those arms straight. Head up, chest forwards. Stick your bum out behind and hold for a couple of breaths. Now I want you to take an inhale and bring your body back up. Bring your hands out in front. Clasp your fingers together. And inhale. And down you go into your squat. Go as low as you can. Let's hold it here for a few seconds. Feet should be firmly on the floor. Just go as low as is comfortable for you. It's just a little bit deeper than the chair position. Okay, let's bring our arms up as we inhale. And then into our forward fold as we exhale. Now it doesn't matter at all how far down you can go. I just want you to be comfortable wherever you are. Your hands might be in front of your knees. They might be in front of your shins. They might be on the floor. Whatever you can manage, but try and keep your legs straight. Let your head hang down. Just relax. Feel your back loosening as you let your hands sink down. Take a few deep breaths. On the exhale, loosen and let your fingertips just drop a little bit further towards the floor.
Or if you're on the floor, you can maybe put your hands down flat on the floor to get a little extra stretch. Hold it here for one more deep breath in and out. Now as we breathe in, we're going to bring the arms up, stand up, reach up towards the sky, and exhale, bring your hands down. Now we're going to do that sequence again. It's going to be really slow, so we can just take our time, go really slow. Think about nice, graceful, slow moves. Yes, graceful and slow. Breathing as we go. Let's breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, chair position, slight bend of the knees. Maybe look up towards your hands and just hold that position for a few breaths. On an inhale, we're going to stand up, bring the hands to the front, clasp the fingers together, and on the exhale, a little bit deeper down into our squat. Remember, keep your chest forwards, your back straight, and hold that position for a couple more breaths. Now on the inhale, as you come to an inhale, I want you to stand up and exhale, forward fold. Let your hands just hang down wherever is comfortable for you. And inhale. As you exhale, just take your hands a little bit close to the floor or further onto the floor. Very good. One more while we're here. Inhale. Exhale, hang down. And on the inhale, we're going to stand up, arms up, graceful and slow. On the exhale, bring your hands down. Let's do that one more time before we add in an extra part. Yeah, so one more time exactly like that, then we'll add in a little bit extra. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair position. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe gently here. When you reach an inhale, you stand up. Exhale, arms down. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that sequence again. We're going to add in a couple of extra things as we go through the sequence. So you can watch me do a sequence first and then join in, or you can just listen to me and join in as I do it now. I'm going to just stand sideways on the mat so you can see what I'm doing. You can stay facing forwards. We're not going to do any big step backs or anything like that. So, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees into our chair position. Take a couple of breaths. When you reach an inhale, you stand up. Exhale, arms in front into our squat. Hold it here for a couple of breaths, keeping your chest up, arms out in front. Now, undo your fingers, take the arms behind you and clasp your fingers back together again. Now we're going to push those arms up as high as you can, getting a nice stretch in your shoulders. And release. On an inhale, stand up. Exhale, forward fold. Now if your hands are by your shins, I want you to grip your left hand onto your left shin. If your hands are on the floor, just keep your left hand on the floor. And we're going to twist, bring the right hand up little twist into your back. Now you'll notice this left knee, the one I'm holding onto, is bent a little bit. That's okay, but we'll try and keep the other one straight. A couple of deep breaths while we're here. We're going to exhale, bring your hand down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. We're going to do that sequence again. Okay, but when we come to the twist, we'll do the other side. So with me, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees. Just a little bend of the knees, holding this nice strong position. Couple of deep breaths. When you reach an inhale, we're going to stand up. Clasp the hands together, exhale, squat down. Wherever's comfy for you, you stop, you hold the position. Keep breathing gently. We're going to release the hands, take them behind, clasp them together, push away. Wow, that's a nice stretch. Fantastic. Release your hands, big inhale as you stand up. And exhale as you forward fold, hang down. Well, whichever hand you did the last time, we'll do the opposite one. So hand onto your shin, twist up. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Bring your hand down. On an inhale, we stand up. And on an exhale, we bring the hands down. Excellent. I'd like to go through that sequence twice more, but a little bit faster, more of a flow. We're not going to hold in any of those positions. So we'll go nice and smoothly from one position to the next. And we'll do, when we come to do the twist, we'll do the first side again, and then the second time through, we'll do the second side. So breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, chair. Breathe in, stand up. Breathe out, squat. Hands behind, push back. As you inhale, we stand up. Exhale, forward fold into our first twist. And then hands down, inhale, stand up. Exhale, arms down. One more time through, last one. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, slight bend of the knees, hold here. When we reach an inhale, we stand up. Hands in front, squat down. Release the fingers, take your hands behind, clasp them back together again, push up. And release, inhale, stand up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, twist up. We'll hold it here again for a couple of breaths, getting that nice twist through your upper back. When you reach an exhale, we come down. Inhale, we stand up. And slowly release as we exhale, arms down. Very good. A little shake out. Very good. Well done. We're going to be doing another sequence now, quite a long sequence, but won't be too difficult. So this next sequence, I've included quite a lot of back stretches in this as we go. Okay, so this is nice. We're going to combine some stretches with some slightly more challenging positions. So again, you can, I just got my mat sorted out. So again, you can watch me through as I do it through the first time, or you can just join in. I'll talk it through really slowly. You will need to be on the end of your mat with a space behind you, so you can guess that we're going to be stepping back. So the first part is an inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, but bend the knees, take the hands onto the floor. Then I want you to take a big step back into high plank. But here, we're going to drop the knees onto the floor and do a cat stretch. So into our first back stretch, it's our cat. And our second is the cow. We're going to bring the tummy down, head up. From cow back into neutral. Sit back onto your heels into our child's pose. Try and sit right back onto those heels, letting your weight of your body sink down towards the floor, pushing those hands out. Think about trying to walk those fingers forwards on the floor, like little spiders crawling out away from you, and you'll feel the stretch through your shoulders, through your lats, and hold it for a couple of breaths. Fantastic. Now slowly come back into tabletop position. Tuck your toes, and we're going to push straight back into downward facing position. So ideally straight legs. If the legs bend a little bit, don't worry too much. If the heels don't touch the floor, don't worry at all. And from here, we're going to take one big step forwards, or if you need to, walk it forwards, but I want one foot towards the front. I know that's difficult for a lot of people. So this is our runners, sprinters pose, getting ready for that race. I want you to drop your back knee onto the floor now and bring your hands up and stretch back. Now, if you want to try this next bit, this is up to you. Okay, but what I'd like you to do is hold your hands in the air, lift the back knee off the floor into our lunge. If you want to keep your knee on the floor, that's fine. From here, we're going to take a step forwards with the other foot and then drop the hands back down again. Okay, when we come to do it again, we'll do the other foot forwards. Okay, so if you remember which foot you tried to get forwards in that really awkward position after the downward, then try the other leg. You'll probably find the other legs even worse. I usually do. So let's go through that again. So we're going to breathe in, arms up. Breathe out into forward fold. We're going to come all the way down onto the floor. Step the feet back into high plank. Drop your knees down and up into tabletop. While we're in tabletop, we do cat stretch. This is the best bit, isn't it? Cow stretch, tummy down, head up. Back into neutral. Sit back into our child's pose. I find it works for me just taking the knees to the edge of the mat. I can get a better stretch. We're going to hold here. I like this position. I'm going to hold here for a bit longer. And then when you're ready, come back up into tabletop. Push back into downward facing position. Hold this for a few seconds. You should see the benefit of those back stretches here. And then, if you can, bring one foot forwards. Back knee onto the floor. Bring your hands up. Have a little stretch back. You can stay here if you want to. If you want to move on to the lunge, all we're going to do is we're going to try and push up into a lunge and bring that back knee off the floor. Straight back leg. Hold it for a second. Try and go forwards if you can. Lower your body down. Feel the stretch in your thighs. Fantastic. Let's have a big step forwards. And arms down. I brought my arms down too early.
How was that? Was that challenging? Some of it's easy, isn't it? And some of it's difficult. Do whatever you can. You don't have to do everything. We're going to try and run through the whole thing twice more. Twice more. So, I've given you some nice stretches and then some horrible bits as well. So, let's see how this works out. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, forward fold. Take a walk back or a step back into high plank. From high plank, we're going to just drop those knees down and go straight into a cat stretch. Fantastic. From the cat, we go into cow, tummy down, head up. Just going to take my knees to the edge of the mat and go into my child's pose. Sit back on your heels. Stretch your arms out. Think about those little spiders for fingers, or fingers for spiders walking across the floor, stretching out. Fantastic. Bring yourself back up into tabletop. Push up onto your heels. If you can't get your heels down, don't worry. Try and push back into our downward facing position. Now if you can, step forwards with one foot. I need a little bit of assistance with my arm for this. Back knee comes down and we bring the arms up. Now if you can, without putting your hands on the floor, push yourself up into lunge and hold this position. Fantastic, big step forwards and exhale as you bring your arms down. Very good. I need just to wipe the sweat out of my eyes. Getting hot in here. Let's do through one more time. Are you with me, guys? Are you are you okay for one more of these? Let's do it. Let's do it. After this, it's all downhill. It's all easy. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take those hands all the way down. And then walk or step back into plank. Bring your knees down onto the floor, tabletop, arch your back into cat stretch. Tummy down, head up into cow stretch. Ooh. Back into neutral, sit back onto your heels. Stretch those fingers out across the floor. Lower your bum back down towards your heels, chest down towards the floor. Fantastic. Back into tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Push back into downward position. Now we're going to attempt that step forwards. So take your time and big step forwards. Back knee onto the floor. Oh, isn't that a relief to get to here? It's always that step forwards, I think that's the bit I don't like. But keep practicing, you'll get there. Now we're going to rise up. Just rise up into our lunge. Oh, that wasn't so graceful on my part. Should be nice and graceful and slow. Hold the lunge. Slowly inhale, bring the foot forwards. And exhale, bring your arms down. Fantastic. That's as difficult as it gets today. You'll be pleased to know. So again, now just relax again. Have a little shake out. Take a couple of breaths. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to get down onto the floor now. Okay, so
I want you sitting on the floor on your mat. And I'm going to give you a little option here. I'm just going to adjust my camera as well, just so we can tilt down and zoom in. If you find it uncomfortable sitting in this position and you feel like your back is never going to go straight like mine, it's perfectly okay to sit back against a wall to support your back. So my back is much straighter because I'm just using the wall to keep myself, there we go, to keep my back straight. That's a lot more comfortable for me. If you can just sit cross-legged on the floor with your back nice and straight without support, that's amazing. Some of us, we're going to just use the wall for support so you can sit against a wall. Now I want you to take your feet so they're facing each other. Put your feet together in the middle, if you can. Okay, if you can't get your feet into that position, don't worry, they can stay slightly crossed over. We can do the same thing with the feet crossed over. All I want you to do is I want you to put your hands, your forearms onto your knees and push your knees down. You will feel an incredible stretch on the inner thigh. This is really good. Okay, so we're going to push down on those knees and be gentle with yourself. Just feel the stretch in your inner thigh. Fantastic. Just release it gently. Now, we're going to take those legs out in front. Straight legs on the floor. And we're going to do the sitting equivalent of a forward fold. We're going to take the hands and reach down towards the feet, trying to keep the legs straight. You might find you can wrap your hands around your feet. You might find that you only get as far as your shins or your knees. That's okay. But just pull yourself forwards. Grip on if you need to. And if you can reach your feet and you can get your hands around the feet, just pull those toes in towards you so you get a little calf stretch as well. I have to say that's impossible for me at the moment. I'm just gripping onto my shins. But if you can, hands around your feet and pull in, maintaining straight legs, that's amazing. We just hold in here for a few breaths, and if you can just reach a little bit further, that's amazing. Fantastic. Release. Now we're going to take one leg, bend one leg, and bring the foot into the side of your thigh. So the foot of the bent leg is pushing against your thigh, knee out to the side. Now we're going to do that stretch again. We're going to take both hands up in the air. And on an exhale, we're going to lean forwards and try and reach forwards to those toes. I'm not quite there. If you could grab your foot, that's amazing. Otherwise, grab onto your shin and hold for a few seconds. Reach a little bit further. Let's just reach out a little bit further. You'll feel the stretch in the hamstring of that straight leg. Very good. I'm going to count down from 5, and on 1 I want you to release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Gently release. Stretch the bent leg out. Bring the other one in. Let's do the other side. This foot comes to the side of the thigh. And then we're going to take the arms up in the air. And we're going to reach forwards with both arms towards that foot. Off you go. Reaching out. I'm worse this side. Very good for stretching your back. Also your hamstring. So again, Take a few breaths on the exhale. See if you can just reach a bit further forwards. And if you can get your hands around your foot, just pull your foot in slightly towards you, stretching out your calf muscle. Going to count down from 5. We shall release when we get down to 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And now the leg that's straight, we're going to bring back in. Feet together. And just relax, just rest your arms on your knees. We're just going to take a few breaths while we sit here. We're still getting that little stretch into the thighs. But let's just sit here for a moment. Take a few deep breaths. Listen to the sound of your breath. Very slowly, bring your hand. If you need your hands on the floor to stand up, hands on the floor. If you can stand up without using your hands, that's great. But let's just slowly get yourself up. Take your time. Remember the theme of today, slow and graceful. Slow and graceful. I'm sure we were all slow and graceful getting up off the floor. Now stand up, continue those slow breathing that we were doing sitting down. We'll do the standing up now. So with me, inhale and exhale. We're going to finish exactly how we started with a few deep breaths. Just let your arms hang down loosely to the side. Weight evenly distributed across your feet. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. As you breathe out, feel your shoulders relaxing. Let your hands hang down towards the floor. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now let's breathe in and look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Imagine the sky. If you've got your eyes closed, imagine a lovely blue sky. A few little birds flying around. And breathe out and look down towards the earth. Or the carpet in my case. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look down. As we breathe in, we're going to look up and we're going to bring the hands up in the air. Towards the sky, the blue sky. Breathe out, arms down. Couple more deep breaths with me. Nice, graceful again and slow. Long breath in. Let's bring the hands together in front now. And breathe out, bring the hands down to the chest. And release. And again, breathe in, arms up. Looking up towards the sky. Push your hands together, pushing your hands together. Breathe out, bring your hands down to the chest. Release. We're going to do one more. Breathe in. Hands together. Breathe out. Hands in front of the chest. Hold it here for a breath. And release.
Very good. I feel relaxed there. That was quite nice, wasn't it? A nice relaxed end and beginning. So I hope you feel relaxed and I'm going to go and have a cup of tea, but I might just chill out for a little bit before I do anything else. So very well done, guys, for that. Hope you found that worthwhile on this Wednesday morning. And I will be back for more. We're doing Sprightly on Friday, don't forget that. And we're doing boot camp on Sunday. And we're back for the same stuff next week as well for more yoga next Wednesday. So have a great day, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye. But let's have a chat anyway first. Let's have a chat. You can enable your microphones if you want to. How are we this morning? Was that okay?